Hi, I'm Ross Quintana with Social Magnets. Thanks for stopping by to check out our video. This is an extended, more in-depth conversation about the post that I wrote called Is Your Marketing Timeless? And I made this video for people who want to dig a little more in depth into the concepts that I introduced, and hopefully we'll be able to do that. And if you haven't checked out the original post, which has an infographic about attention span and how that relates to marketing, video, and advertising, then check out the post. The link will be below the video there, so you can get caught up. And anyway, so I'll give you a super quick recap of what this post was about in the infographic. It basically breaks down that the attention span of people has gone from about 12 seconds, which is super short, down to 8 seconds, and then it breaks down exactly how long is the average TV commercial, how long is people's attention span for radio or audio only, how about for websites, video, all of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take about 5 minutes here and dig in real quick to a couple of these concepts. So we start off with the concept of focus, and we can see historically how things have changed. Remember when people used to sit back in front of their radio for hours on end with their whole family and just listen to one show? You see, those days are gone. Things have changed, society has changed, things are moving faster, people are more distractible, there's more things saturating our mental taste buds. I mean, we have the internet, for goodness sakes, and who would want to sit there with no visuals when we have the internet to plug in and we can find any information we want in a moment served up in front of us. So how does that impact your marketing and your branding? Well, if you were going to try and ignore this concept and think that it doesn't matter that a person may only watch your 10-minute video for a minute and a half and then bounce, if you think that doesn't matter, then putting the great punchline at the end, it ain't going to happen. Our whole society is working this way. Everything has changed. Everything now is shrunk down. And for the people who can be profound and brief and powerful in a very short period of time, they're going to dominate the market and they're going to rule the whole thing. So how can you do that? The first thing is understand a couple concepts I brought up in the blog post. Reader segments. You have to understand there's a difference in what people who have never met you will allow you to do and people who are your raving fans. Okay? So if I'm listening to one of my favorite authors like Malcolm Gladwell, I can listen to him for hours. I'll block out time because he's awesome and I can trust and know what he has to say is both relevant, intriguing, and adding value to my life. If someone tells me about a new author and I'm listening, they got a few minutes to get something that is interesting to me, or I'm going to bounce. That's reality. And understand that in the world of blogging and marketing, sometimes we put out marketing and we think that everybody's going to deal with it the same way. But as we've learned from the Dummies books, right, they have little extra tips where the people who want to geek out can go in depth into that, and the people who just want the basic concepts move right on and don't bother looking at those little boxes. This video is an example of that. This video is at the end of the post where I highlight some of these things, and for people who want to be interested and get a more in-depth concept, you don't put the beginners at the level of the advanced readers or your fans versus a new reader. So that's what this video is about. You have to understand that, and then you can write your content in segments and structurally so that you can give what everybody needs. That includes maybe putting a more detailed video in there. It may be a link to more in-depth articles. Maybe you write one article, which is your concept article, and then you go in depth about each of those points in another article, and you can link back to that to give everyone what they want. People don't want it, they can move right on. The next thing I'll talk about is extended contact time. This is about linked content, internal linking. See, that's what it does. You see, a great example is text. If I took what I've just said, right, it's content density. All the things I just said, if you printed them out, would be a long list. People may not want to read it. But it's a lot easier to listen. And you watch video, you absorb more content out of there. There's more information that's going into your brain than if you were just staring at text. You get to know me, you get voice inflections, body language, emphasis, things that you can't get out of just reading that text. A picture is worth 1,000 words. Video is worth 1 billion words, and the fact is what those really mean is that how can I use that if I need to tell more but don't want to create this super long blog post? Well, that's how you do it. You integrate internal linking to other things and you use video. The extended contact time is like if you wrote out a whole bunch of text in one block, people wouldn't commit to reading it. But if you break it into paragraphs, then they go, well, I can handle that, and I can handle that. And it's just like goals. Give me a little thing I can do, and you'll keep me going all the way to the goal. But if you show me that I have to do all of that at once, I'll say, forget about it. Okay? So your content can be multi-layered, and your marketing should be multi-layered, understanding that there's different little segments that you can break everything up into, and then you can use different things like visuals and videos and internal linking to keep them with you longer, getting short bursts that are more memorable, more easy to recall, and more shareable and more profound. And that's what we have to do with all these concepts. If you want to learn more, I'm going to be putting together an ebook about this that goes more deeply into there, and those should be available pretty soon. I'll put the link when it's ready. Till then, hit subscribe. Okay, these videos are going to be a series of more in-depth conceptual understandings of marketing that can change your outcomes and the way you look at your marketing and the results that you get. So subscribe, leave a comment below if you liked it, and if you have topics that you want to see more on. And check us out on social, connect with us there. We love to engage with people. And if you want to hire us as a strategist or for marketing purposes, just reach out to me. We do tons of stuff. I love looking at people's projects and seeing how I can add value to them and help them grow. So till next time, I'm going to say, see ya.